Hi, welcome to this new video, 3 practical ways to increase your income exponentially. You don't have to start some big business, build the next Facebook, or invent a life-saving technology to make money today. What you really need is to find a way to meet a need, solve a problem, or add some happiness into the life of people. The advancement of technology and internet today makes that more possible than ever before. The problem is people aren't thinking enough to see the opportunities lying under their noses. I hope to bring you to the winning thinking patterns when it comes to increasing your income smartly. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Be kind enough to drop a like. Thanks. In our last video, which I dare title as How to Print Your Own Money Legally, we saw how all you needed to generate cash on your own terms was to make something valuable or make yourself valuable. Of course, that isn't new to most people who have tried to learn about money. The questions you guys asked in the comments were in the like, how do you actually figure out what to actually make that will be valuable to people? How do you actually make yourself valuable? That's what we are looking at practically in this video. In order to create something valuable, there are thinking ways or patterns you must adopt, and I'm going to be showing you 3 thinking patterns in this video and some extra tips if you stay right to the end. This is going to be very practical. So thinking pattern number 1, think in the form of a problem you know how to solve. 2 simple questions to begin with. What do I know that could solve people's problems out there? And number 2, how can I provide a solution that will be reusable multiple times? Once we talk of printing money, it means your solution should be reusable multiple times. If you master a particular field or subject matter and are already helping the people around you solve their problems for free, then start thinking of serving more people, probably using the internet. This is all about sharing your knowledge. You're going to find people thinking in this pattern, starting a new YouTube channel, writing an ebook or a book, creating a blog, creating a podcast, or simply developing an online course. The idea is to provide this material for free through this media and then monetize the process. Every YouTube video you watch pay someone, including this one of course, but you probably wouldn't pay if we asked you money upfront before you watch. And the magic is that when your solution actually works, people share it, tell friends, and some will be willing to send you cash to support you. What skills do you have that could solve a considerable number of problems out there? If your answer to that question is known, don't dread. You certainly can pick up something you love and learn, and with time you can also teach others how to go about it. A typical negative thinking pattern you'll find when considering this thinking pattern 1 is, I check there are a lot of people already doing that, I would never make it there, and all that. But remember these 2 things. Your uniqueness and personal touch on anything will always make it sought after by the people who appreciate your style. And the second thing to remember is innovation is a single winning strategy of the 21st century, not market share or age in the business. Think innovative ways to offer the same service as you can find others already in the field, and you craft a comfortable space for yourself. Sometimes it may not even be a problem, but just some rare knowledge that not many out there possess. I'm not a fan of gambling, nor will I recommend it, but I once saw an ad of this guy with a blog where he shares daily probability and decision-making guides to his subscribers for about €2 a month. Now think about it, he's probably done the stuff so much so that though he may not be able to guarantee the winning bet, at least he's got experience enough to caution you away from the very wrong ones. This could be applied to other fields. If your tips and guides will help someone not part with their money more than they would like to, then you have yourself an ardent follower. So let's go to thinking pattern number 2. Think middleman. The best thing about being a middleman is that you help two groups of people, the sellers and the buyers. This could be in the simple form of affiliate marketing, basically connecting buyers to sellers for a product or service and receiving a commission, or you could step it up to literally creating a portal to something that could still be freely available online for download or for use. I once came across some resources online that I knew people are searching for, and it was available for free. So I had the idea to create a portal on my website, then putting the resource in an organized and orderly manner for easy navigation. Then I ran some Facebook ads to get the word out, and the traffic came in. They found what they were looking for with ease and just had to click through and go to where the resources actually were. And you make a token from ads. Probably not going to make you a millionaire, but can pay some bills. A middleman is simply out to make the task easy for others, the buyers, the sellers inclusive. You can call it thinking lazy. What will ease people's life around you and online? You can import products highly solicited locally but scarce to find. You're not the producer, you're just the middleman. So think middleman. Thinking pattern number 3, bring happiness. If you're into the fields of art, music, or any other field of creative work, then this holds great potentials for you. If you can think, you can create custom art or music or videos for people and their loved ones. You just need to figure out how to do that hassle-free, and always make testing your product or service free. We are no longer in the culture where people pay before getting something to later find out if it was worth it or not. That's why we have free trials and movie trailers, which give you enough to want to have more, but not too much for you not to need to pay again. Make samples of your customized happiness and love sharing crafts, then showcase them to people who might be interested. If it's something that people will need or use regularly, then you can consider building a subscription system around it. Think. Your money is trapped in that white and gray matter you've been carrying around called your brain. That's why that famous book was titled Think and Grow Rich, not Work Hard and Grow Rich. There are people who would pay their bills simply by designing special gift cards or composing simple beats or melodies on demand. The interesting part, which is where the printing money comes in, is that you can have a template and just edit for each other. That means unlimited cash could come from a single job or work. If you want to print money, then go after a product or service which doesn't pay per hour. Else, you'll be limited by time, but can produce exponential results for minimum input. Think of agriculture, for example. Having invested in it in the past, I can tell you it is the excellence of this subject matter. Consider the miracle of burying a single grain in the soil and picking a cope with hundreds of grains a few months later. Wow, that's printing money. Exponential results from little input. So depending on where you find yourself, consider agriculture, especially my beautiful African folks. Don't think of farming like some old woman with a hoe. Remember, you have to think innovation and progress. You are your only limit. If you have a ride, for example, how about taxing people on your way to work or from work or on your free time? How about renting out things you have and aren't currently using? This might be better than selling them altogether. I remember making my first earnings after leaving school by renting space on my digital real estate to a friend. It was enough to pay the bills a few months and convince me the wall of job seeking wasn't for me. Maybe you have a physical real estate you're not fully occupying. Be a good manager and rent it out. I recently read an article of a guy who made $100,000 selling t-shirts on Teespring in 5 months. That's an interesting area to consider if you want to bring happiness to people. No upfront capital, just your creative skills needed. I've been exploring this field too. Our followers, you must have seen them. And of course, it's not easy. If you're looking for easy, then you shouldn't be watching this. But the best part about this, just like all the other patterns above, is you must challenge yourself to grow into someone bigger and better. Psychologically speaking, of course. That's why your ideas and thinking will only be as good as the research and reading and exposure you get. The more you improve and refine your knowledge, skills, and gifts, the better you can serve people. So go for books like The $100 Startup and Born for This by Chris Guillebeau, a side hustle guru, or The 4-Hour Week by Tim Ferriss for ideas on getting the most out of your regular job. So figure out what problems to solve or knowledge to share. Try to make life easy for the lazy. And of course, we are all lazy to our various degrees. Do all you can to bring happiness to people, and money will literally look for you. Brainstorm these ideas and share in the comments below which of them is best for you and what you think about exploring each one. Make sure you watch our previous video, how to print your own money legally, for more ideas on this. You should note that most of these income generating ideas will take you from 6 months at least to 2 years to set up and be profitable. But that's nothing if you know what you really want. Imagine you started 6 months ago. Where would you be now? We are not looking at get-rich-quick schemes, but we are looking at things you could do considerably to have a continuous flow of income that is not directly proportional to the amount of time or hours that you work. This is work once and eat many times. And that's why we classify it under printing money, because while you are asleep, your money is being generated by either of these platforms. That's our time in this video. If you're new here, please subscribe. Ring the notification bell so we can see you next time. Please kindly like this video, we really appreciate it. I'm Bodas Djoumessi from Wisdom for Dominion. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.